Hello, my dear kids. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Kids, today you all are welcome in the social studies class. And today we are going to start a new chapter. But which chapter? No, I will not tell you because this time you have to guess the name of the chapter. And for that, let's play a game. Okay, are you ready? Fine. So do one thing. Look around yourself where you are sitting right now and tell me what all things you can see. Like, if you are sitting in a room, there will be a fan around you. Yes, is it there? And television would be there. Furniture, you'll be sitting on sofa or chair or table, right? And tube light will be there, right? Yes. So these are different things which you can see around yourself. Similarly, now do one thing. Move out from your room in the garden or your balcony and tell me what all things can you see there. Okay, let me guess. Can you see birds in the sky? Yes. Can you see the trees around you? Are they there? Yes. And can you feel the air? Kids, the different things by which you are surrounded and they all are very necessary for you, like water, animals, oil, sunlight, plants, water, etc. Can you tell what do we call these things all together? Any guesses? Yes, all these things together are known as resources. So kids, here we are. Today we are going to begin with chapter 11 of our book, Our Natural Resources.
So, today in detail we will study about what resources are. So, let's begin with it. As you all know that Earth is a unique planet in the sense that it has a favorable environment for the growth and sustenance of all organisms. Man has several basic needs which he has to satisfy. Rocks, minerals, soils, rivers, plants and the animals are the various gifts of nature to men. These elements of nature are called resources. In fact, many materials that constitute part of nature and which satisfy the human needs are called resources. Thus, resources can be described as those part of environment which are considered to be capable of serving man's need and which are given you to satisfy your needs and wants. However, it should be made clear that a thing, object or element becomes a resource only when it has the capability to fulfill man's need or performs the function which benefits the man. Thus, man himself is a resource, perhaps as only he can utilize all other sources to fulfill his needs.
Now, let's discuss about types of resources. Kids, there are two types of resources and they are natural resources and man-made resources. Can you make out the difference between them? Yes. Natural resources are the resources which are provided by nature. Example, air, water, petroleum, minerals, soil, water, etc. Whereas man-made resources are the resources which are made by human beings. For example, machines, vehicles, roads, etc. Now, let's discuss about these types of resources in detail. So, what are natural resources? The resources which we get directly from nature are known as natural resources. For example, sunlight, air, water, coal, petroleum, etc. We use these resources in our daily lives. Natural resources can be divided into two. They are renewable and non-renewable resources. Some of the natural resources can never get exhausted and finished and such as light, air, water and soil. We will be discussing about exhaustible and non-exhaustible resources in coming videos as well. Some resources like coal, petroleum, minerals and forest are very limited and could be exhausted soon because of overuse. These resources cannot be reproduced easily. They are called non-renewable resources. Now let's discuss sunlight as a natural resource. The energy obtained from the sun is called solar energy. The sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living things on the earth. Plants utilize the solar energy and store it in the form of food during the process of photosynthesis. Human beings and other living organisms depend directly or indirectly on the plants for food. Next is air as a natural resource. Air is an important natural resource which is essential for the survival of a man on earth. Air is important for the growth of plants and animals as well. Now let's discuss water as a natural resource. Water is absolutely necessary for living beings. It is an inexhaustible natural resource. Water is essential for all life processes. Water is used for drinking, cooking, cleaning, and many other household activities. Water is essential for agriculture as well as industrial purposes. Next comes soil as a natural resource. Soil is a base on which all plants grow. It provides minerals, water, and air to the plants. Soil is a storehouse of minerals. Soil makes a good habitat for various microorganisms as well. These microorganisms form humus and make the soil fertile. Soil is used as a raw material for making bricks, pots, pottery, and other materials. Rainwater percolates through the soil and accumulates above the bedrock, forming the water table. This water is pumped out for domestic or agricultural use. Now, very important form of natural resource, and that is forest. Forest is very important natural resource. It is the most important natural habitat for wildlife. About 1/3 of the world's land surface is covered with forest. Have a look at the importance of forest. Forests provide timber for building and furniture. So kids, this was about various natural resources. Now, we will discuss about man-made resources and their importance. So, now kids, we'll talk about man-made resources. Do you know what are man-made resources? Yes, the resources which are not made by the nature but are made by human beings are called man-made resources. Man-made resources are items or substances that have value to human lives and that do not occur in the natural world. Or we can say, man-made resources are the substances that are converted into usable forms after changing their original forms. For example, electricity is man-made resource. For instance, when we use metals, wood, cement, sand, and solar energy to make buildings, machinery, vehicles, bridges, and roads, etc., they become man-made resources. Likewise, technology is also a man-made resource. Man-made resources are important because they can be conserved for future and are produced by using skills, knowledge, and technology at its best. Man-made resources are the signs of progress and development and are the refined form of natural resources. Man-made resources are defined as a resource created by humans. It does not occur naturally and is produced and consumed by humans. So kids, this was all about natural and man-made resources. I hope you all enjoy watching it and you understand everything. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good day.